Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and welcome back to the Popsicleknight channel. This video is sponsored by PTCGO the best place for you to get Pokemon TCG code cards. And please remember to use my code KNIGHT22 at checkout so that you can get a 5% discount. Please enjoy the discount and your purchase directly supports the content I create in this channel. Thank you guys so much for your support and for your supporting PTCGO. In today's video, we'll be showcasing a simple build featuring Yanmega from the Crown Zenith set. Yanmega is a stage 1 Pokemon with 130 HP, it has 0 retreat cost which is awesome, it has no resistance and it is of course weak to fire. It has 2 attacks, the first one is Shoot Through. For 1 colorless energy, this attack deals 20 damage to your opponent's active Pokemon and also 20 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. And then its second attack is actually pretty decent. For 2 grass and 1 colorless energy, Jet Wing deals 160 damage. And with the help of the choice belt, you can increase it by 30 more damage when going against a Pokemon V. But then this Pokemon cannot attack during your next turn. But that's okay because since it has 0 retreat cost, you can just constantly switch between 2 Yanmegas and continue to attack with Jet Wing. And this attack pretty much 2-hit knocks out any Pokemon in the game. It is worth noting that its basic stage Yanma has the attack Swoop Across. For 1 colorless energy, this attack deals 10 damage to all of your opponent's Pokemon. This is actually pretty cool because we can use Telescopic Sight to increase the attack by 30 more damage against any benched Pokemon V. And this can mean 40 damage to all of your opponent's benched Pokemon V. And this is also great for Yanmega's Shoot Through attack as well. Since Jet Wing is a bit expensive to pay off, we'll be using Cherrim to accelerate energy thanks to its Spring Bloom ability. During your turn, as often as you like, you can attach any amount of grass energy from your hand to any of your Pokemon that doesn't have any rule box on them. And then we can also weaken our opponent's Pokemon Vs with the help of Radiant Charjabug with its Shocking Block ability. Each time either player attaches an energy from their hand to one of their Pokemon V, that Pokemon receives 2 damage counters. Mana V will help protect our bench from attack damage thanks to its Wave Veil ability. And then I have a copy of Snorlax and 2 lines of Beedrill as my draw engine. As for the other cards worth noting, I have Energy Retrieval to recover some energies, Turffield Stadium to help us get our Grass-type Pokemon's evolution cards, 2 copies of Air Balloon for an easier retreat for some of our supporter Pokemon, and finally 2 copies of Capture Energies so that we can also set up basic Pokemon on our bench. Obviously this build is just for fun. Overall, it's a pretty straightforward attacker. It could be a great secondary attacker in some builds, but as a standalone, this deck just has so many weaknesses, and setting up stage 1s that require 3 energies just gives it such a handicap because of its slow setup compared to other single price builds. But if you're a Yanmega fan, this card is not half bad. Anyways, that's pretty much it. You can find the complete deck list in the description below, and now please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing Yanmega. Alright, let's get right into our first match. I am going first, and we're going to start this one with a Bidoof in the active spot, which is not good. We don't have any basic Pokemon. We can't use supporter card, and my opponent has a Dragonite. Okay, I think this is a Regidrago VSTAR, if I'm not mistaken, and they mulligan quite a lot there, and that's all we can do is attach an energy to our Bidoof, and at least my opponent has Crobat V, so it doesn't present a problem just yet. So we could survive this. The Argonamarni. Hopefully we can find some basic Pokemon to set up. Alright, we got 2 Cherubis, which is good. And there's the Regidrago V from our opponent. And what I'm going to do is just set up these 2 just in case. Because Cherub gets knocked out pretty easily. And we're just going to Professor's Research. We got a Yanma and another Bidoof. I think I'm just going to set those up. Put Telescopic Sight on my Yanma. I could actually attack with it this turn. Sacrifice this and then I'll just get Radiant Charjabug. So each time they attach an energy to their Regidrago, they're just going to get 2 damage counters. So I'm just going to retreat into Yanma, recover this energy. I'll attach it to my active and then I can start attacking. Swoop Across. Alright, nice. 40 damage to their Regidrago V to start on our second turn. And they're playing the one with Leafeon V, so they can energize it with Grass Energy. But that ends their turn. We got a Beedrill from our top deck, which is pretty awesome. So we're just going to Industrious Incisors. There's the 2 energies. Just put this Air Balloon and then I could just keep attacking with Yanma, actually. Yeah, because I could Yeah, I'm just gonna swoop across. There it is, 40 damage. So we're we're just gonna continue at this. I think they need the fire energy, also an evolution for their Regidrago VSTAR, but it has a lot of potential here. It could present a problem once they set up and discard the dragon type Pokemon on their bench, and also Goodra is gonna present a problem because with the increased defense, we might not be able to knock out their Regidrago that easily. But they're just going to continue to pass, so I'm just going to continue to swoop across. Just continue to spread damage as much as I can, and maybe it'll be a lot easier for us to knock out their Pokemon once we evolve into Yanmega. So there's the Regidrago V-Star. And they can't draw into anything, but they are going to use their V-Star ability. Let's see if they they still don't have a fire energy, so they can't attack because they can easily retreat their Crobat V. But alright, they got a Professor's Research. They're probably just going to get it this turn here, so let's see. Okay, they evolve into another Regidrago V-Star, and they're just going to accelerate energy. No fire energy, dude. All right. Well, we're just gonna continue to attack with Yanma, I guess. Swoop across until we knock something out. So I think my Kling Clang version of Regidrago V-Star is a lot better because now this is exactly the problem. Is finding the fire energy can present a problem with this type of decks, but. And there's a scoop. I'll take it, man. Good game. Alright, moving on to our next match. This time my opponent is going first, and we're going to start with a Yanma in the active spot. We have Level Ball, which can get us a Bidoof, and we're going up against Beedrill V. Alright, so this one can hit from anywhere on the board, and it can, I think it can hit for as much as 200 damage if they have all 4 Beedrills in place. I actually showcased this in my channel already. It's a pretty decent attacker, but it has so much weakness. And it fills up the bench too much. It crowds out your board, and it leaves little room for other supporter Pokemon to put into play. And also there's Manaphy. So, but anyways, we're gonna do our best here. They can attack for a lot of damage, but I think their weakness is attaching those energies or accelerating energies to their Pokemon. So we're gonna take advantage of that. I'm just gonna get a Bidoof, and I'm just gonna sweep across here. 10 damage to all of their bench, but 40 to their active thanks to the Choice Belt. And with Bibarel, on our next turn we can draw extra cards. Hopefully we can set up more of our Pokemon, and we will need a Manaphy in this matchup, especially my opponent can actually target our bench. But they're going to use Marnie. That we're going to lose our Bibarel, but hopefully we can draw something here. Okay, we got our Bibarel back. And then, yeah, it's just a matter of my opponent accelerating those energies. Oh, okay, that was a close one. If they actually got 2 heads, that would have knocked out my Yanma. But we're still alive, so just gonna set up my Bibarel, attach this energy, and I'm gonna Industrious Incisors first, and then we'll use Bruno. Oh, we got Yanmega. Okay, can actually evolve. We're not knocking out this guy just yet, are we? Because we're only hitting for 190 damage. We get Yanma. Set up on our secondary attacker, and then Telescopic Sight before we Bruno. Nice. There's our Cherum, another Yanma for an attacker, and I can attach this Choice Belt as well. I mean, we're just gonna Soothe through. We didn't get the energy we needed for that 190 damage, but that's alright. We're still hitting for quite a bit in the active, and also 20 damage to one of their other Beedrills on the bench. So we're just softening their Beedrills as much as we can so that we can deal that 160 or 190 damage, hopefully to knock out their Beedrill Vs. But they're having a hard time accelerating energies to their Beedrill. Actually, that's one of the weaknesses of this Beedrill Vs. So they're gonna knock out my Yanmega, but we have another one. We just have to find our energies. Alright, cool. We got a capture energy. We can set up another basic Pokemon on the bench. I think I'm gonna go for Radiant Charjabug, because each time they attach an energy, they're gonna get damaged. Hopefully we can get our energies here. We got one. Alright, let's accelerate that with Spring Bloom. And then what we could do is actually use Bruno, which will help us to draw 7 cards. And there's our energies. Nice. So we can hit for 190 damage. We're going to start accelerating our second Yanmega line. And we can knock this guy out with Jet Wing. 190 damage. A total of 280 damage. We get 2 prizes for that. Not too bad. I guess that's the only 160 damage to 190 is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. You can 2-hit knock out most Pokemon in the game. But that's the thing. A lot of the decks in the standard format right now requires that you 1-hit knock out a lot of these Pokemon, because it's just you're fighting against the speed of setup and then the bulk. Otherwise, you're just gonna get run over by your opponent. But this matchup, I think we're doing okay. It's just that I think my opponent's energy acceleration is just not that good. And again, with a Twin Needle, they only deal 40 damage. So, alright, we're gonna take this. We're gonna take this matchup. We're gonna get our Yanmega with our Turffield Stadium to evolve another one, and then we're gonna recover another line of Yanmega and 2 energies back to our deck, and gonna continue to accelerate this secondary attacker and draw 1 card with this guy. Ooh, a boss order. Let me actually boss their Radiant Serena, because that's gonna continue to heal. Let me retreat to this guy. I don't want to waste my switch though. I could just use shoot through and just deal damage to that Beedrill. I mean, they can heal, but that's at least with the increased damage. It's still gonna put it within knockout range. That's the only thing with the Beedrills with the Cape of Toughness, is that it adds HP, making it a lot harder for us to knock them out. But with the help of Radiant Charjabug, even if they attach an energy, they could still get damaged and still put them within knockout range when we attack with Yanmega. So they're going to continue to heal. Okay. 50 damage. That basically eliminates the Cape of Toughness, so to speak, but still not within knockout range. But it still needs 2 energies. And when they attach it, they're going to get damaged thanks to Radiant Charjabug. There it is. And maybe we can knock it out with our Yanmega with the Choice Belt. Well, let's see what my opponent does here. Hopefully they don't retreat their Radiant Serena, because I need to knock this guy out. We need to prevent them from healing. But with Manaphy, that's protecting their bench, so we're not going to be dealing any bench damage. So with the energy that we got thanks to their stadium, we can actually knock out this Serena and get another prize for that. So at least we eliminated their healing support, and we're all set. So once they knock out our active, most likely they have an energy here, and then we can set up another Yanmega line. We have a Yanma in our hand, and we have a lot of draw support. We have Judge and also Professor's Research, and that's gonna help us draw into more energies and hopefully another Yanmega. So our lineup of attacker is just really good. And again, the Mana Fee also helps out in this matchup because they can't target our Cherim. So Cherim is pretty essential in this deck build as well. So if your opponent eliminates your energy accelerator, you're gonna have a hard time powering up Yanmega to attack. So keep your Cherims alive as much as possible. So set up your Mana Fee if you know that your opponent can hit the bench. 150 damage, knocking out my Yanmega. Okay, and I'm just gonna present our other attacker in the active. We can just knock out this Beedrill V, getting us 2 prizes, and we're gonna start to energize our next attacker. We're just gonna use our Judge, and that's also going to disrupt my opponent's hand. Okay, so we got another energy, and industrious incisors. Okay, all right, we can recover more energies if we need to, and we have Ultra Ball to get a Yanmega when we need to. So we're just gonna Jet Wing to get another knockout against their Beedrill V for 2 more prizes, and we just need 1 more to win this game. And they don't have anything to attack with. I mean, they can attack for 80 damage, I guess. If they use Twin Needle and then they get both heads, that's 80 damage. But nothing to accelerate. I mean, if they have Raihan, maybe they can attack with this Beedrill V. But we're just gonna weaken it. And with 1 more energy acceleration from their hand onto it, Charger Bug will just deal 2 damage counters on it, and then we can finish it off even with 160 damage. But with the Choice Belt, we can just finish off this Beedrill V. But with the Tool Scrapper, they're going to remove it. So we will need to rely on Charger Bug's ability. Put that 2 damage counters when they attach the energy onto their active Beedrill V. Okay, Evolution Incense, they could get a Beedrill. They don't even have a Beedrill. Yeah, I think we got this in the bag. Twin Needle. And they're not even hitting both heads. So yeah, there's the scoop. I will take it. Good game. Alright, moving on to our next match. We are going first. And got a Bidoof. It's gonna go into the active for sure. We also have Radiant Charger Bug. So if my opponent is using any type of V Pokemon, it's great to actually put that into play. But going first, we can still size up our opponent, see what they have. I don't want to put it in my bench just yet. Okay. So we can put our Radiant Charger Bug. Put this Air Balloon, and I need to set up my Snorlax, I think, for now, because that's the best way to draw extra cards this turn. And we need to set up our basics right away. So we can evolve into a Beedrill next turn. We also have Quick Ball. I need to set up my Cherim line, so I need to get a Cherubi and go from there. Alright, so let's see, my opponent is using Torterra, and then they're just gonna use Lilligant to draw extra cards. Okay, so I'm gonna get a Cherubi. Thank goodness we got a level ball. Now we can set up 2 basic Pokemon. We have 1 attacker and also our energy accelerator. Put this Air Balloon on our Cherim line, and then we're gonna draw 3 cards here. Okay, another Yanma. That's great. I'm just gonna go on and dice. I don't want to use Professor's Research. I don't want to discard my Cherim or my Yanmega or my energy retrieval, because I need all of those for my strategy to have certain success. So they evolve into a Lilligant VSTAR, which is pretty bad. They need 3 energies to attack though, so we should still be safe. I don't see any other Pokemon that they have set up that can help them accelerate energy. So they are gonna go for another turn, I think, before they can start attacking. But Radiant Charjabug is doing its thing. And the last energy that they attach to Lilligant will leave it at 200 HP. And even with a Choice Belt, we're still not knocking it out though. That's very unfortunate. Okay, let's see what we could do here. Can evolve into a Cherim first. And then attach this energy. Evolve into a Yanmega. We just use their stadium to recover this. That way we can replace it with Turffield Stadium. Now they can't recover energy, and I think I'm gonna go for a Snorlax attack here. Let's see if we can get one more energy with Bibarel. Alright, cool. Got another energy. Spring Bloom, and we're just gonna chip damage this Lilligant. Maybe we can even paralyze it. So I'm just gonna body slam for now, because like I said, we can't knock it out with Yanmega just yet. So putting it in the active is not gonna help us. And oh man, they also have Cricketune, which actually increase the HP of all of their grass type Pokemon, which is really bad, making it a lot harder for us to knock out even this Lilligant VSTAR. But it's actually within knockout range. We just need to put energies to our Yanmega, and they can knock out my Snorlax for sure. We're gonna lose some energies, but we can retrieve it thanks to energy retrieval. 130 damage, that's it. Such a weak attack, man. So we're just gonna switch into Yanmega. We can knock out this Lilligant VSTAR, recover 2 energies, and then attach it to our active Pokemon. It's gonna allow us to attack with Jet Wing. And then attach this. Let's see. Get another Yanma, and we can use Raihan for now. I mean, we can stall another turn. Not that they're knocking out all of our Pokemon here. Let's see what we need. Not dealing enough damage to their bench anyways, because they don't have any other V Pokemon, so Telescopic Sight is not going to help that much. I think I'm just going to go for energy retrieval, because when they knock out my active, we can just get those energies back. Alright, we're just going to use Jet Wing to knock out their Lilligant VSTAR. Hisuian Lilligant VSTAR. We only get 2 prizes for that, but that's 2 prizes ahead of our opponent, and if they knock us out, we'll be even. But what I'm afraid of is if once they evolve into stage 2s, it's gonna have a lot of HP and it's gonna be a lot harder for us to knock it out. It still requires 2 attacks to knock out their Torterra, and we're only taking 1 prize. So I think with the boss's order we have in our hand, which is really great, we need to take out that Cricketune first. And then what we need to do is chip away at some of their Turtwig line, Torterra line, so that it'll be easier for us to attack it even with just 160 damage output. And Choice Belt is not going to help here because they're not using any V Pokemon other than Lilligant that we already knocked out. So they're not going to attack yet. They haven't evolved any of their Pokemon just yet. And since we can't attack, I can pivot back thanks to our free retreats and a switch. And Manaphy is not helping out either because we can't damage their bench. So I might just have to boss their Cricketune. Let me just energize this guy. I'm just going to knock out their Manaphy, I think, with Yanma. So 70 damage is enough, and that also puts their benched Pokemon in line of attack because now they don't have anything to protect their bench. And we can just chip away at their Pokemon, I guess. Can use Swoop Across, deal some chip damage, and then finish off their high HP Pokemon with Yanmega. So that's the plan. Let's see what my opponent does here. We need 3 more prizes. They got the rare candy. And then they finally evolve. And they're just gonna pass. Okay. We're still in the safe zone here. I could finish off their Cricket 2 now. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock out their active. That's fine. That's 1 prize less that we have to worry about. So 2 more prizes, and then we'll take care of the Cricket Tune, and then 1 more Pokemon to win this game. Yeah, Torterra has a lot of HP, man. It's insane. And they're also using Gengar. They target my Yanmega for a knockout. Alright, that was a pretty good move. But we have 1 in our hand too, so we can evolve into Yanmega. So, see what we could do here. I could just swoop across, I guess. Just do that. We need to just chip away at this guy because 190 HP is pretty insane. But Cricketune definitely is one of my targets. But also that Gengar. So if you didn't know, Torterra has an attack that actually increases its attack damage output with how many different or how many evolution Pokemon you have in play. So with that Gengar, instantly putting it into play is actually pretty genius. I'm just gonna pivot into my Charm for now. It's not helping that we have low HP Pokemon as well. And Torterra is just tearing us apart 1 by 1. It's insane. We can't even knock it out with a single hit. Yeah, I'm thinking of really targeting that Cricketune. Just retreat back into Yanmega. We can attack this turn. Let's recover those. And also 2 energies from our discard pile back to the deck. And we're gonna just continue to set up our attackers as much as we can. Gonna just target this Cricketune Jet Wing for a knockout. That gives us 1 more prize. And that also leaves us with 1 more prize left to win this game. And yeah, we're almost there. All the other Pokemon doesn't have a lot of HP, so if we can get a boss, maybe boss that Gengar, finish this game. But we need to dig into our deck for more energies. They're going to knock out our active. We can evolve into 1 more Yanmega. And then possibly use Professor's Research. Telescopic Sight is no good in this matchup again because they don't have any V Pokemon. At least majority of their Pokemon in their bench are non-V Pokemon. So Telescopic Sight will be useless against this matchup. Okay, they're trying to set up another Cricketune. Which is really bad. But they need 3 more prizes, so we can actually 2-hit knock out this Torterra in the active spot. But they can just easily retreat it, and then if they can evolve into another Torterra, just tank more hits with that. They're gonna Marnie though. Maybe we can get something good here. Nothing. Okay, well, we got a boss's order. That could be good. Boss order 1 of their weaker Pokemon. And then use Quick Ball to discard 1 of our cards. Use Beedrill to draw into more cards. Hopefully, we can recover energies and then just finish off one of their bench Pokemon. So, alright, let me just pivot into my Beedrill. Alright, 1 energy is good. That's really good. Let me energize this Yanma. And then discard this. Don't need that. Get a Bidoof, I guess. It's gonna help us draw into more cards, but let me Industrious Incisors before I do anything else. Okay, Ultra Ball is good. I can get a Yanmega. And just discard these two. I think Boss Order is the way to go. But then... okay, there's the Yanmega. Evolve this. Spring Bloom. Huh, okay. I don't think I played that through. Or I thought that through. But that's okay. I think... just thin out my deck. Evolve this. So now I have 2 attackers. We just need to draw into more energies. Let's see. Gengar has 2 retreat costs. Maybe they'll have a hard time retreating this one. And I'm just going to use Shoot Through. And I'm going to try and weaken their Torterra at least. So with 30 damage to 1, we can deal a knockout blow with 160 damage. That's a total of 190 damage. But with Cricketune, oh no! They're increasing their HP again, making it a lot harder for us to knock out their Grass-type Pokemon. But if he can get another energy, we could just probably finish off this Gengar and then win this game. We only need 1 more prize, but my opponent's not making it easy for us. Alright, it's our turn. Let's get our energy. Come on, give me some energies. I just need 1. Alright, cool. I think we got this. Attach this energy, Jetwing for the win. Alright, cool. Not too bad. Good game. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to smash the like button for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching the Popsicleknight channel, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.